Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode 5 here on New Frontier. I was just over here admiring this machine, which will probably change our lives in drastic ways very soon here. Very soon, in that if you look, I've now got $155,000 after a hard-fought battle overnight and countless trips to the store. Let's go for a little walk over here. I'll show you where I found a ton of wood. So this is crazy. So I hacked an area back here, of which it'll be where we expand, hopefully with some type of machine shed or a barn. But anyways, I hacked this area here. We got a bit of a clearing. We have a lot of a clearing here. Basically, I was feeding the little sawmill there. So it could produce some material for us, but most of what I was doing was just chopping it up and taking it up to the store. I'm almost certain I said I was going to do this in the last episode in order to put us in a position where we could buy that second piece of land. So we're there. I've got $155,000. We're not buying the $190,000 lot. We're going to actually buy the lot, which is right over where I'm looking right now. That's the one on the hillside. And why I say this little machine here is going to be a game changer for us, and it's we're going to be able to begin selling from it. Yeah, this is a moment because I'm kind of reading the writing on the wall, and this we know how much wood is worth, but the convenience in being able to bring the wood over here. I don't even necessarily have to cut it up. I can literally just bring it over here, put it into the trigger. The wood goes in, and then the wood sells on the hour. We have so many trees available to us that it's kind of an endless way to print money here. So I think what this sawmill is going to do here is send us in a direction where, we have nice equipment and we have property, and we're not necessarily scrounging for every last dollar. But it's going to give us a chance to try things on the map, which I think early on in our FS25 journey is actually going to be pretty good. We're going to be able to try some of the different productions and whatnot. It's kind of like a Comlands, maybe almost like the 200 horsepower challenge, but there we were on easy economy, here we're on hard economy. That's just my prediction anyways, because I think once this thing starts selling wood for us, we're going to see our bank accounts increase. But anyways, I could be wrong. So immediately this morning, we're going to get on the phone with our real estate agent and make a purchase here. So let's do that. And let's wrap up. So we have field 43. So let's wrap up field 41 for $131,000. Whew, okay, there it is. $131,000. Let's grab our tractor and go for a drive. Where is it? In here? I didn't struggle with that. Actually, I kind of like the direction that we'll be going here. This is by no means a survival series. It can't be. We don't have, $8,000 1920s tractors. I don't have an inexpensive baler. We don't have the cheap stuff that doesn't work very fast. It's just not there. So to me, we're just not there yet for a survival series. But we are, I think, there for let's figure out how this game works series. So as we progress in our FS25 lives, we'll always have this under our belts, where we've learned to do a lot of different things. So this field here is going to be pretty good for us. So let's just go check the boundaries here. So once again, we are blessed with a number of trees. Back corner's got to be around here somewhere, right? So I think some of you will like a series where we've got sort of if I have no idea what a big tractor is because I've never really had many big tractors, but if a big tractor becomes available that we may have the cash kicking around to buy it, and we could maybe put in some nice buildings and that kind of stuff. Some of you may wish that this was a true painstaking survival series, and I can promise you that will be coming because I really enjoy that kind of, well, let's see if I still enjoy that kind of play. I know there was a time that I did. We'll see if that's still now. Look at this forest. Will this get me a little further up? Oh yeah, there you go. Which way am I facing? Holy crap. Okay, so this is the way that I'm facing. Yes, okay, so there's our sawmill. There's our current farm, our sawmill. I'm like fixated on this sawmill. There's our bank machine. Anyway, so where'd I go? I'm in the woods right there. I am deep in the woods. Okay, so this property line, as far as I can recall, comes up along here. It skirts this building lot. That is not ours. And then I believe it comes... Yeah, it should come right up here. And be this. So, kind of like this. This is a hillside that I think we'll farm. This may be a little bit. This is mountainous. Perhaps at some point we'll build a house. But I don't have any initial plans to do anything with the ponds and that kind of stuff here. But I do want to clear out this side hill because I think that will make a really cool field that we can sort of farm when we roll into next season. Because if you look at the calendar right now, we are right on the tail end of October. There's barley, but we're not going to get I'm just not going to get a field cleared and mowed and all that stuff in time. Likely what'll happen, this is my guess, is that we're going to probably clear out a bunch of trees today. We are going to start feeding that sawmill and with the trees and let it do its thing. And then we will likely put a field in, if not two fields, maybe two fields, we'll see. And we'll see if maybe before the end of November, if we can plant it with grass. Seems kind of crazy, like on a map like this, we're going to plant it with grass, but if we can get some rich, lush grass, so that way when the springtime hits, if we have a cut that we can do, we can then perhaps cultivate it and put in something else and try something new. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to get back in my tractor. I'm going to figure out where I'm at. And then we're going to take a look at this opening here and see see what we can do. Once we get ourselves situated. So actually, first of all, I was thinking about a couple ways that we can make sure that this doesn't just absolutely turbocharge and get out of control. I really didn't like the way the 200 horsepower challenge or Gomlands became. I liked the way it started, and we got to try a bunch of new things. Course play, auto drive. I never used it really before then. It was awesome, but things just got out of hand. Like, it just got crazy. I don't want to get to that point. I want just a nice solid foundation, and we want to have a good time here in the woods. But I think one thing that I can do is to limit the amount of between episodes work. So if we only do our work in the episode, that doesn't mean that during the episode I'm not going to just, start a job and then cut to the end of it. Doesn't mean that at all. Likely there'll be a bunch of that. But what I don't anticipate is doing any work in between episodes. I'm going to really try not to do that. So if I come in here right now, so currently we have all of these productions active, but if I also activate wood delivery, let's keep that as storing for now and not change that to selling. We'll keep putting wood in this thing right now, and then we'll see. Will that continue to produce planks long and wood beams? And then at some point, do I just hit sell, or how does that work? I don't really know how that works. I need to get this out of my face. So let's get a couple of these small trees down. Some other stuff too. So this is episode 5. We've so far posted 2 episodes of this series on the channel. I wanted to. So anyway, I gotta figure out how this this will exist, because I like to get current. Like, I'd like to be recording, and then posting. Is this light enough? 159 kilograms, perfect. I would like to try to get current-ish, but my schedule, my work-life schedule makes it really hard to. It would make it hard to get content. It would just make it hard to get content made and be able to like post and stuff if I couldn't pre-record. But I mean, right now, Can You Survive 25? That series got about 6 or 7 in the can, so to speak, before I was able to post. It's pretty far. I don't really get to. I like to be able to put new current mods in. I like to, play the game, because once you're 6 or 7 episodes out, then you sort of don't really play that much. So I like to be able to play the game. There's just certain things that I like to try to stay as current as possible. Not to mention, if we do try our hands at a live stream, it probably would be cool if the live stream was in one of the 2 series that we're doing. But if we're if we've got about 4 or 5 episodes pre-recorded, then it doesn't really make sense, right? So I guess what I'm saying is this is going to be, we've posted 2. This is recording episode 5 right now. So by the time this is recorded, we'll have sort of 3 to edit. I'd like to get 1 more, and that's really mostly because of the holidays, right? Kids off school. One kid isn't in school now, but but the kids will be around, and I'm not really going to be spending a lot of time, just making videos. So if I can get some stuff pre-recorded now, then I can still post videos over the holidays, and then maybe once we roll into January, and things kind of get back to normal, then we can look at hopefully being caught up on one of the 2 series. I don't know which one, maybe Riverbend, and and then maybe we can do a live stream. I think it'd be fun. So now comes the question about what we do. So I'm anticipating that things are about to break wide open here when we start using this industrial sawmill for the sort of storing capabilities. Like, I'm already looking at how well it produces planks. It goes nuts. So. So I can only imagine that once we start selling wood through it, we're going to see some pretty big numbers. So I'm wondering if I should do. So there's a couple of things I'm wondering. At what point will we be able to afford the paper mill? Because I think I really want to make the paper mill. I just like the way it looks. It really is the only reason why I want that. The other one is I'd like to do the cement factory, and I believe the debris crusher, right? The debris crusher just spits out rocks, and then you take those and it seems kind of funny. So you spend $100,000 for the debris crusher, it spits out rocks, and then you put the rocks into the cement factory. Is that how it goes? And then that in turn will create all of the like roof tiles and cement blocks and that kind of stuff, bricks or whatever. So I think I'd like to do that mostly just so that way in future, so we'll have a good idea how it works for future episodes. This is like this could become a good proving ground for us here in the woods as we figure out what everything does, right? That is if the money flows like I think it will. One little housekeeping thing I did. So after the update, which I think was 1.4 or something like that, there was talk about graphics settings changing. So I mean, I run with a 3070, I believe, graphics card, and I've got like 64. Okay, I'm gonna sound really dumb here when it comes to talking about my computer, because I built it, but I researched it for 6 months. I learned every aspect of what I needed and how, and the best way to get it. I built my PC, and then immediately, if you asked me 48 hours after I built it what was in it, I wouldn't have even known, because I have this really great ability of learning everything there is to learn about something and then completely forgetting about it as soon as I'm done with it. So that's kind of the way I built my computer. But anyways, my computer should be able to handle this game without issue, and on the highest graphics setting. So currently I have everything cranked to ultra. I have maximum draw distance. I have just everything set to performance. Like it should be good. So let's see how it looks, especially as the sun comes up here, because we're sort of a little dark right now. But as the sun comes up, let's see what kind of reality we have as far as graphics go. Why aren't you coming off? At time of recording here, actually quickly look at that. Things do look a little grainy there, don't they? At time of recording here, we earlier today hit 1,500 subscribers, which was really cool. The videos seem to be getting a crazy amount of views. I don't really know how that's going on, but I love it. The comment section is alive and well, and all positive too. Like I don't have anybody in the comments really saying you suck, or stop making videos or anything, or whatever the trolls would say. What do you say, trolls? But so that's cool. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much, everybody. I worry that as we go here, keeping up with the comments could be a challenge, but I'll definitely always do my best. Yeah, it's cool. Just a kind of a cool milestone on a recent. This is the problem with pre-recording things, because I'm going to say on a recent live stream, and then it's going to turn out to be like a week and a half later that we post this, or that I post this. But Rusty Money Gaming hit 2,000 subscribers on his live stream, and then everybody proceeded to make donations, and I think everybody's just trying to break him, to be honest with you. But you hung in there, Rusty. Good job. But congratulations out to him. I just think that's really cool, and I can only imagine what that'll be like getting to that point. Pretty awesome stuff. So I'm hopeful that we'll get there, and based on the recent activity, I kind of have a feeling that we will get there in the not too distant future, which is going to be pretty cool. Let's just drop this. I checked on the goats quickly before we woke up this morning, or before I left the tractor where I was sleeping, and the goats are they have enough water and stuff, so no need to no concerns there. They are good. Man, I kind of went off in the ramble, right? Let's trust me, I'm not exercising the Donald Trump weave. I'm literally just all over the place here. I have no intention of bringing this whole story back to form some kind of a cognitive idea or whatever kind of BS he talks about. I just started cutting trees down in this flat area here. My thinking is that if we are putting in some type of another production, there's a nice flat area right here behind the sawmill that would work well. And then I want to work my way up onto the hill. So basically what I want to do is I want to get all these trees out of here, and then do something with it. So if we get all these trees out of here, then we get ourselves a mower and, and the forage wagon again, maybe. We pick all that stuff up, and then we'll look at how we want to carve out a field or two here. I think that'll be a good goal, because ultimately if we get a field in here, where's the edge of this? If we get a field in here, then we could, like I said, plant some grass. I guess it would be grass for now, anyways. And then we'd have that sort of field for the spring to plant whatever else we might want to plant. So I've been known in the past to kind of get excited about things, and then maybe they don't necessarily happen that way. So we've got a lot of talk right now that the things we're gonna do and the money we're gonna have and all this kind of stuff. But that could definitely come crashing down in a hurry and change. Somewhere in there, I have a loan to pay off. I can't forget that. And, well, I guess that's really the only thing, is just there's a loan to pay off. The way this industrial sawmill works, well, first of all, you can't just cross trees up, so let's get the tree, let's take them in order. But the way this industrial sawmill works, I don't have to delimb these trees, I don't have to cut them to a specific size, I don't have to do anything. If there's 4,000 liters of wood that makes up this tree, then there's, once I put it into the sawmill, there's 4,000 liters of wood in the sawmill. Dead trees, I understand, are treated the same as the regular trees. We've got 12,000 liters so far, folks. I checked the store already. There was 0 in the store, which I thought was kind of funny. So hopefully that's not the new norm. Hopefully the store continues to populate with lots of good deals, because, you know, if we're making some money, it'd be nice to be able to buy some stuff. All right, we're gonna just kind of get rid of a couple of these like this. So that, with Lumberjack, see how the trigger was yellow? I just held down the Alt button here on PC, and then it changes to red, so I can just delete the tree. The only thing you got to watch out for is if you do this a bunch of times, then the trigger stops turning yellow and it only turns red. And then you've got to watch, if you're like delimbing a tree, for example, that you don't just delete the tree by accident. I did see that come up in the comments. Somebody was asking if anybody knew what was happening, and that was my guess anyway. So curious to know if that was the case in the end. Whether they said that they were trying to delimit a tree and then it just kept deleting the tree. I can't tell if the graphics look good or bad because the light is just off right now. But I think if I had to pick something right now, I would say the graphics are bad. That grass doesn't look very well put together. 165 kilograms. We can work with that. Oh, we got one tree stuck on the ground. That's great. Okay, so yeah, it was cool. A couple people have said they're actually doing the challenge similarly to me, which is kind of neat. It's not really a challenge necessarily, because it's not like, you know, it's not like we've sort of picked a goal and said, you know, let's see how quickly you can own the map, you know, while you've got one hand tied behind your back or anything like that. It's literally just get on here and start playing and see what happens. But I think what I think was sort of something people have adopted was just sort of the randomness of the selection, right? Selecting your piece of land at random, I think, seemed appealing to people. It seems appealing until fate gives you a piece of land, and then it's not so fun after that. After that, is it? These trees are shaking in their boots. Relax, trees. I'm not here to hurt you, I'm just here to sell you. Alright, I'm obviously not taking both of these trees together. I guess at some point we can get like a big overpowered loader, right? Has the makings of something bad, doesn't it? I was watching a clutch simulations video of which he showed us that the The sausage bale, the sentient sausage bale snakes are alive and well in the game. Have you seen that video? So he was using the, is it an Anderson baler where you basically feed the bales into the end, and it makes silage, but like in the form of a big sausage. Oh, please cut. It's moving, so it's not cutting. So yes, he was doing that, and then the bales basically just left. They just left, and then I think they walked around for a while, kind of checked things out, and then basically laid to rest somewhere, which was pretty wild. If you recall, I think that was early on in FS22, you could make fairly substantial bale snakes. They would just fly. So kind of hoping that that's not a reality again. I do like that where you feed the bales into that sort of sausage maker, and then they lay there in rows in the field or wherever it is you've got them, and then eventually you can you unwrap them and you've got silage. I see that a lot when I'm driving through the countryside here. The trigger's at the front of this, not at the end. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's kind of like the trigger sort of bleeds off to the side, I think. So it's a Monday today, and like I mentioned, episode 2 of this series went live today on the channel. On Wednesday, I just finished editing. I got to upload it. I got to export it and then upload it. But I've got to process, I guess, episode 5, maybe, of Can You Survive 25 on Riverbend. It actually somehow ended up being like an hour and 20 minutes. So it's not my intention to make blockbuster movie length videos, but this could be a reality. We'll see. I mean, it's kind of the appeal of a live stream, to be honest with you, because then you don't have the pressure of trying to fit everything into a certain amount of time. I think YouTube tells me that I should be somewhere around 45 minutes for my videos for optimal viewing impact or whatever they say. But honestly, I don't really care. I mean, we'll just make the video that we want to make and then post it. I'm not necessarily here to fit into a whatever mold YouTube says, in order to be more YouTube successful or whatever. I just if 20 people decide they want to make comments on the video, and we can sort of laugh and joke a little bit, then that's kind of cool, and then we'll make another video. But that hour and 20 minutes was funny. I think I said this to somebody in the comments, or maybe I've said this before, but I mean, when I'm sitting at my desk and I'm like, yesterday I was at my desk. So it was Sunday, actually. Yeah. So on Sunday, I woke up, I came downstairs, I made a coffee. So I was at my desk by like 6:30 in the morning, and I think I was done. I mean, of course, I had to go run out for about an hour at one point, and then bathroom breaks and make some food. But I was literally at my desk until it was probably about 2:00 in the morning that I finally got up, and I sat down and started working at 6:30 in the morning. So whatever that is. It was kind of crazy, but it's just one of those things. I just had so much stuff to do that it was a full day. So when I work like that, if I don't have to deal with any audio, like if it's we're building a landing page for marketing for somebody or whatever, then I will often put YouTube videos on, or a podcast or whatever. Like a 4-hour podcast is great. To keep me busy, but okay, that didn't go in the trigger at all. Is that what's going on here? So like videos like mine, I guess would be perfect for me because I can sit there and just have it on and not have to worry about trying to find something else. When I can't watch 20-minute videos when I'm working like that. Now watch is sort of an overstatement because I don't necessarily get to sit there and watch the videos. I mostly just have them on to keep me company while I'm working. But I find longer videos like the ones I end up making would be just great for me. Wow, there's a lot of trees here. We'll hit if I can catch it when we get to 10, we will hit sell on the sawmill and watch the money roll in. I will say I did obviously test it just to see if it worked. I had no doubt that it was going to work, but I wanted to see what it actually meant to allow the sawmill to sell. So basically, as we're putting wood in, we have wood stored activated, and from what I can tell, the wood is still being allocated to the products that it makes, but then on that hour, whatever is sitting in there that's not been turned into one of the plank products or whatever just gets sold. So like right now I think it says there's like 25,000 liters of wood in there, so 25,000 liters of wood's going to sell at whatever the price is. I don't remember what Josh said. This is Gaming Joy, the maker of this mod. I don't remember what he said the pricing is based on. But I can tell you that it is an absolute moneymaker. So if you like, right now this mod is not out on ModHub. From what I understand, it's in testing, I think. But when this thing comes out, if you want to make some money, or you just want to make some some of the plank products and that, this is a good mod for you. It is a powerhouse. And truly easy to use. Like, really couldn't get much easier than this. All right, let's see if we can get around the corner here. You can see this sort of side hill here. I really want to just cut into this side hill and turn that into a place that we can sort of farm. I'm not too worried about farming on a hill. Worst case is, if we have to, do all of our work in one direction, then, we can do that. It's okay. We got time. I'm not in a hurry. Yeah, look at the grass. The grass looks like crap right now. I might go out and change the settings a little bit here in a second. We'll get this tree in here, and I might just quickly see if I can't make an adjustment to the settings, because it's not... I don't really necessarily have anything good to write about right now, I don't think, because I'm not seeing the level of detail that I think we'd like to see here. Maybe we'll turn things down just a little bit and see if we get a better outcome. The only thing that I have turned off, from what I can tell, I think, is cloud shadows. It looks extremely annoying seeing those shadows rip across the land. It looks like it might drive me insane. So yeah, because look, see the grass right here? Yeah, this is not detailed at all. And the one thing that I was really marveling at here, let's go into the woods for a second here and I'll show you. I just couldn't get enough when I was cutting trees down over here and loading up the trailer. I just kept looking down at the ground, because the ground over here, it really makes this forest. Like, yeah, see, this is not going to do it justice right now. We got to come back. I don't really know how you do this, but this ground looks amazing, and it makes this whole forest just like so real. And hopefully you'll see that in a second when I get back. So let me see if I can fix something here, and I'll be right back. All right, I don't know if we're much better here. Seems like the sort of dry grass there might be a little more clear, but the grass itself is maybe not quite there. So we'll just give this time, and maybe it's just kind of trying to fix itself. But yeah, I was just amazed in here, especially in this area here, how great everything was looking. This is going to be a cool spot. I envision perhaps one of the barns in here. Whether or not we got to make a little bit more room, I'm not sure. Obviously, this shed we have right now isn't going to hold everything. You know, there's a couple things we'd have to consider. One, you know, storage for any of the stuff we make. Like right now, I've just got stuff loading on that trailer as far as the wood products go, but perhaps we want to store those somewhere. Back there, I mean, if the goats actually start making milk, hurry up and make some milk, goats. If they start making it any quicker than they are right now, then, you know, we may want to store that. So having maybe a big shed back there might be good. If we get the paper factory going, there's you know, these huge rolls of paper, and is it paper and what's the other thing? Cardboard or something? I don't know what the other thing is. But you know, that's something we're gonna have to be conscious of. So as of right now, there's still nothing in the store. I don't know if I should be worried about that. I mean, it is, you know, if you wanted to talk realism, then I guess, you know, this area, similar to like hinterland, like why would there be a lot of stuff in the store unless you had you know, a buyer out there actively looking at markets and bringing stuff in? You know, we're super remote here, so it's not like anybody's trading old vehicles in or anything like that. It's just, you know, just why would there be used vehicles there? But I'd like to see some used vehicles there. So I think what we'll do right now is we're just going to keep stuffing wood into this. At 10 o'clock, we'll look to see it sell. Let's see if I can push these over there. We'll look to see it sell, and then we'll see what that means for money for us. And then I may do a quick blitz, like an off-camera blitz, where I just shovel a bunch of stuff in there, so we don't have to just sit here and listen to me go on about nothing for you know, for whatever period of time that is. Or maybe we go and see if we can find that barn I was talking about. All right, this is not working. Need one of those like big Volvo loaders with the arm that grabs like 25 trees or whatever. Okay, let's pull some stuff. On the FDR Facebook page, is that where I saw the post? They posted they have a pack coming out on the 20th of December, according to their post. I love the fact there's a date on it, and it looks like a logging pack. So I've been kind of following along on YouTube as they've been live testing all this forestry equipment. Some like really cool stuff, like tons of stuff too. The pack looks like it just looks massive anyways. So I'm looking forward to that. Who knows, maybe by the time that pack comes out, we'll have decided that, you know, we're going to cut every tree down on this map, and we're going to use the stuff that's in that pack to do it. We'll see. Probably not going to be what happens, but, you know, you never know, right? Things might get a little crazy here in the woods. 43,000. So maybe what I should do, if I set this to sell, I think that, yeah, 43,700. I guess at roughly $1,000 per liter, or per 1,000 liters. Is that how it works? I don't know. So I guess whatever we have in there, we're going to get sort of the equivalent per liter, $1,000 per 1,000 liters. Is that how it works? It's almost 47,000. So then I think what we can probably, well, what we should probably do as we start making some money here is like leasing leasing the mower and the forage wagon. Not exactly convenient, like going back and forth to the store kind of sucks, but you know, maybe having one instead would make sense. So if we could purchase a mower and a forage wagon, that might be a good idea for us. And then probably, what do we have? I think we have like 40,000 liters of grass. You know, maybe we look at a silage pit to put this grass into. I don't know. We're gonna end up with a lot of stuff on the go here, I think. Anyways, maybe we'll have nothing on the go. Who knows? I do know that I probably wouldn't want to be the person to buy this tractor after me. It's gonna take a beating with all this woodwork. Like, I think if I was driving this tractor around on the front two wheels, because the tractor was overloaded, it probably wouldn't be good for it. 50,000 liters in there now. 8 minutes on the clock, but now we are obviously running at 3 times speed. Yeah, if I kind of work around that clump of trees that we're hacking away at, then that might be kind of cool, because then we'll sort of have a bit of a field back here, back behind the trees for now. 56, 956. You can see a wheat field being a bit of a problem right there as we're trying to bring trees. Oh, oops! Kamikaze the tractor into the sawmill there. Yeah, I can kind of see a wheat field, but maybe we'd be the problem, not the wheat field. Almost 54,000 liters in there now. It's a big moment, selling the first items from the sawmill. Okay, watch the money there. We're at $24,000 right now. $72,000. Uh-oh. Okay, so there's the reality. We have one powerful piece of equipment right there. That sawmill is a weapon. It's a nuclear grade production. This is when you want things to start showing up in the used market. Okay, well, let's take one of these. Or maybe none of these. Come on. Sometimes you think it'd be faster to just take one at a time. Okay, well, let's do a couple things here. Let's check the used car store. We have a front mower. Actually, that's not a bad one. The Samaz is the one that drops a swath, I think, right? Yeah, this one here, 220 horsepower. So about 300. So if I had a 350 horsepower tractor, that wouldn't be so bad. But hey, hang on a second here. So that's a 9.4 meter working width. But check out what we added here. It's just like you're gonna start thinking that this channel is an infomercial for Gaming Joy, but this is a Gaming Joy mod that we grabbed off his itch.io page. This is a weapon in itself. In that in game, this is already there. It's a mulcher. But it's been gaming joyed, and now it does everything from bush hogging. It'll take out stumps. It mows. You can lay it down a swath. Sorry, at 40 grand, and the ability to tow it behind with only 125 horsepower. This may be actually the route that we want to go when we mow. So maybe we don't need that used front mower there. Okay, so I know, here's what I'm going to do. Let me change this to storing. Let me blast through some trees here so we can actually get something other than just cut. If we keep going at this rate, then all we're going to do together today is just cut trees down. So let me get a number of trees cut down here so I don't have to worry about putting this part in the video, and then we'll look at clearing out some grass here so we get an idea of what our field could look like. Because see all this, sorry, just say quickly here. See this opening here? Side hill, opening over there. Even if it kind of tucks in behind that bunch of trees, that's not so bad. So let me do that, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we're sitting pretty close to the last couple of trees here. There's more trees I'd like to take out, but I think for now this gives us a good section to mow. There's some stuff in here that's not going to mow, obviously. There's no grass like in that patch where I just walked, and then there's like that the red stuff there. I don't think is going to be grass that mows, but we'll definitely go through everything like it's grass, so that way we have just kind of a nice processed floor to work with, and then we'll see what we have. Oh, we got problems here. Oh, we're moving. Let's go. Yeah, if I ever sell this tractor, do not buy it. It is beat to snot. If we didn't had we not upgraded the horsepower, I would have had a hard time pushing anything out of these hills. So needless to say, a larger tractor would be great, but nothing's popping up in the used market. At some point here, we should be able to buy a new one, but I think we've got about 70,000 liters of wood in the sawmill. I'm kind of guessing that so while we've been pumping wood in there, I've had the wood storage deactivated because I sort of, maybe I'm just assuming this incorrectly, but it didn't seem like maybe it was producing any of the wood products at the same pace as it would have prior when we had the wood storage on. So I deactivated that, but it looks as though I can, like, whenever I activate that and then set to sell, whatever's in there is just going to get sold, I think is the way that works. 69,574 liters. So let's get a little, let's go do one more sweep here and see if there's maybe a tree or two that needs to come out. We've been just trampling this corner here. Doesn't look like it's been affecting the potential yield, so that's good. Yeah, we'll do one more sweep here, and then we'll go and get the that bednar for 40 grand. Yeah, there's a couple of trees right on the end here I'd like to get, but that's okay. We'll worry about that after. Maybe we'll get one more tree while we're over here. If time wasn't an issue, I would take these last two brown trees and those two birches and get rid of those as well, but I guess it's not, I mean, it's not like the trees are going anywhere, and my God, there's a lot of trees. Like that whole section over in the back there where we cleared out that clearing to be able to afford to get this second piece of land, there are so many trees back there. Like if you think about it, we essentially made like 150 grand. I mean, it wasn't that because we had some money already, but we made a ton of money just selling wood from a small little clearing. Wood chips, wood beams, planks. Okay, I just saw the planks. Planks just popped up to 800 liters, so it is functioning. So let's just leave that for now. Let's drop the rear mower, Let's drop the rear mower. Let's drop the rear mower that we don't have. We'll drop the weight, I guess is really what I was trying to say. Let's make sure there's nothing else at the store that we might not want our loader arms there for. Okay, so I mean, this is beyond what we need right now, but that looks pretty cool. Wow. In the off chance that something used pops up, I will not, I will not purchase it until we get up there. I was just looking at that load of wood products thinking, oh, maybe we take that with us and sell it, but no, that would make it hard to bring the mower back, wouldn't it? This thing is taking a beating. While slightly less width to that Samaz combo, we definitely, before I just purchase it, let's look. Like just blindly purchasing. But yeah, you don't have the horsepower requirements here. Okay, so we're like a brushed aluminum type metal, aren't we? Okay, so I didn't necessarily want to go with that. I just wanted to see what that was. Okay, well, I mean, we kind of mix it up like that a little bit, where we've got a combination of gray and matte black. For the most part, we're matte black. Let's do that. That is one vicious looking mower. I would like that mower for myself in real life, to be honest. Looks like something that the military would use to mow their lawns. But stealth mode. Okay, I was just playing around a little bit while we were driving over here, trying to figure out how to set the work modes. Yes, okay, so once I open this mower, we get our work modes. So we're going to basically mow as much as we possibly can here, and then we'll figure out how we want to pick the grass up. But I think what we got available here, when I look in the F1 menu, so we want toggle work mode. Yes. Swathing mower, that's what we want. Destroyer. Alright, let's go with swathing mower. And we're going to find out where there's grass and where there isn't, I guess, now. I can leave a little bit of a gap between what we're mowing in this field. It'd be nice if I drove straight, I guess. Yeah, I think we're going to see big patches where there's no grass. But we're also going to get a lot of grass off of this, I think. What did we get the last time? We got like 40,000 liters or something like that. And this is seemingly a much larger area. I just got to make sure I drive straight here. How the graphics doing. A little unusual coming out the back end there. So if I do miss a little bit, I'm not going to panic. And then while we're doing this, we can sort of give some thought as to what we think we want to do for a field. It's going to be either we can do one, sort of ridiculously large field, or break it up. I think I'm going to be more inclined to break it up, and perhaps that means putting one field similar to this first field down here, like a long rectangular field, and then putting more of a shapely field up there on the hill. I don't know, we'll see. I kind of would have to keep access to this cool little pond and waterfall here, but I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. That feature was definitely, I was amazed when we first got on the map, but I don't necessarily see it fitting into our gameplay. Shoot, this is going to be a lot of grass. We may want to look at a very large bunker. I just don't know how to determine how. Well, okay, so let's say we put in a silage bunker, which would be great. Let me just watch this. Yeah, there we go. If for whatever reason we have more grass than we can fit into the silage bunker, then we can still put grass into the silo where the goats are, because I think it holds like 100,000 liters, and we've got like 40,000 liters in there. Is that right? Keep your eyes up on the money. We're 4 in-game minutes at 3 times speed from having about 100 grand in the bank. This mower is like butter, but like good-looking butter. It looks all cool and stealthy, not like regular butter. Whatever that's supposed to mean. 2 in-game minutes at 3 times speed until we got 100 grand. So the trick here is to definitely do straight lines, so I don't have to chase these swaths all over the place. Let's see if I can take this section on a bit of an angle. And there we go. We have $97,000 in the bank. Not half bad. Or who am I kidding? That's actually great. Curious to see how much grass we actually get off this this section here, being that it's made up of all kinds of different ground cover. Okay, a little bit more right here, and then we can figure out how we're going to pick all this up. I'd say there's quite a bit of grass here. I don't really know how to estimate it, but just by looking at it, there looks like there's a bunch. And I probably could have even taken things a little further into the woods, but I didn't want to screw things up. Pop up here for a sec. Let me just show you an interesting little spot that I found. This is actually flatter in here than what I had thought. So this is our property right here in front of me. So you see what I mean? I could have mowed all the way up on the hill and around the pond if I wanted, but kind of looks like if we had a small home of some kind that we could put here on the water. I don't know. See how it goes anyways, but I just couldn't help but notice this. But in the meantime, we got to now worry about what to do with all this grass, because there's a bunch. So let's get this mower down here. I don't think there's anything else we want to cut up here. I really tried my best to keep these rows in rows. That makes sense. A little bit of grass right there, but you know what? We're good. We're good. No sense getting greedy. Yeah, see, now we're gonna, if we want to start putting equipment under cover, will this fit in here? Oop, 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 oop. I don't think this will fit through that door. No, that's not gonna fit, is it? Maybe? Is that a maybe? Did I hear maybe? I would say we are scraping. This one's not wide enough, I don't think. That doesn't fit. I'm just doing damage, basically. So we'll pull this around. Right now we have the wood products out. It's not supposed to rain that I can tell right away, so we're okay. At least until we get some additional coverage built. Okay, there you go, you beast. All right, well, let's first take a look at how we're going to pick this up, and then we'll figure out where we're going to put it. Because I think if it's going to be a silo, maybe right there behind the sawmill is where it's going to have to go. Okay, just popping into the store here first. What the hell's this? This is a forage harvester. I've never used one of these, but I'm guessing that we could probably pick up our grass with this $210,000 animal. Anyways, yeah, I have no intention of buying that. Let's look at forage wagons. So we have next to no horsepower, right? What do we have for horsepower? I can't remember. We're a small tractor. We're the Z-Tor. And we have 117 horsepower. Oh man, everything's so expensive. 96 horsepower. Sorry, it needs 95 horsepower. It holds 23,000 liters, and we could get silage additive. I think, right? No silage additive. This thing only holds 3,000 liters more. That's $30,000 more. Not a big fan of the TARDIS, no offense. Oh yeah, silage additive tank, $2,000. Some big old Michelins. All right, well, we have the horsepower. That is a fair size capacity. Let's make it ours. And this, I guess, guarantees that we're going the silage route, if there was any question. I wonder if I can get silage additive out of this. So the silo that we have down here is a field. Oh, perfect. He's just going to keep on going right into the woods. Hold on, let me just look here. Is it silos? It's in containers. Fieldwork fill station. I think we can get silage out of that silo, so we'll see if that's actually the case. And I kind of broke my rule. I bought the pickup wagon before we actually went up to the store. Because what happens if one showed up here in that split second between when we left to come up here and when we got here? That would have been devastating. So we'll clear out the area first where we think we're going to put the pit, and then I can basically. But I'm hoping let's get a drive-through pit, not one of the ones you back into. I think, anyways. Yeah. Well, anyways, we'll clear that area out, and then we'll put the pit in, and then we can start dumping into there. I don't see us needing to put any of that grass into the storage for the goats. They seem to be just eating their 4,000 liters of meadow grass and are happy about it. A little bit of weight here. There was I keep saying into woods, but there was a guy named Mikko Salo, who was a CrossFit world champion, strongest man on earth in 2000, was it 2009? I think it was 2009. One of the original CrossFit games, and anyways, he came over from Finland, obviously, to the United States and competed in one of the original CrossFit Games competitions and won. And anyways, there's tons of video of him, the different workouts. So he used to be sort of heavy into that, and I always liked there's videos of him where he would just take, you know, a barbell made out of an axle and some tires filled with cement, and he would do a workout in the woods with this and the kettlebells, and it was just always really cool. And he would always talk about how he was going to the woods to do the workout. So me and my buddy at the time, we worked out quite a bit together early mornings, and we would always joke about that. He'd be like, hey, after let's go to the woods and we'll do a big workout. Kind of dumb, but anyways, whatever keeps you going, right? Okay, so let's head to the fill station first. So that's this, right? And let's see if we can get the silage additive from this. Silage additive. Man, that's so good. How much is this going to cost me? $6. What the hell? Okay, I like it. $6. So what is the impact of silage additive if the grass ends up in storage to feed animals? Does the silage additive somehow affect them? Do they become nuclear goats? Is that where the goat from Goat Simulator came from? He ate silage additive and all of a sudden he could grow rocket packs out of his back and have a frog-like sticky tongue. Okay, so before we go over there, let's just loop back and get this grass. That was like basically 2,900 liters there. So 3, 6, 9, 12. So I don't think this will fill. This grass here shouldn't fill this, but I think we want to get the grass out of the way while we can still. Ooh, John Deere 9000 series. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna go check that out in a second, folks. Just saw that pop up, a little notification there. It's not a bad little setup. The trailer looks well proportioned to the tractor, which is good. So would the John Deere 9000 series be what we already have on Riverbend? Or are we looking at tractors that are, is the 9000 series bigger? Wait, is that like a 9R? I gotta look. You wanna look? Let's go look. Oh, okay, never mind. That's a little bit of a late notification. That is the 9000 series. Never mind. Thanks for getting my hopes up there. So, okay, so the notifications are every hour, I think, obviously, because we just hit 1 o'clock or 1,300 hours, and we got that notification. So I got to remember that, so when I see something pop up, I don't get my hopes up. I was picturing something awesome that we might be able to work towards quickly here. Get some horsepower underneath us, but that's okay. I mean, where this tractor is going to kind of suck is in a minute when we got to go make a field here. I'm just going to I want to fill this thing up and then we'll dump it. Because who knows, maybe the pit goes down here. Like away from our setup down there. I had kind of envisioned the debris crusher, which just spits out the rocks, being down at that end behind the sawmill. The debris crusher just has a really cool look to it, just like that kind of old, beat up old building. I thought it would look good over there, but we'll see in a minute. 20, so we're getting close to 23,000. Let's just head over there right now. We'll see what we have, what options we have for silage pits. The other thing with the silage pit is you got to look at, see what direction it situates itself to, right? Yeah, we want something like this. Well, actually, so the good news about this is it looks like they're going to be in the right direction for us. How's this one work? Does it have like a concrete base? You got to look. We only have $49,000, so it's not like we have endless money. Ooh, 60 grand. Look at the size of this one. Jeez. Okay, well, we don't need anything like that right now, not to mention we don't have the money for it. Let me get this out of the way just in case we want to put this in between. We may want to put it next to the current field, actually, now that I think about it. If we put it here and then we assume that this area is going to be additional production and this is a staging area and then the field is over here, that might actually be cool. Oh God, look at this one. That's just massive. We don't need that. I think we need this. I just don't know what happens when you put this down to the ground. I mean, what happens to the ground when you put this down is what I was trying to say. Yeah, okay, so there's no area along here that's any flatter. Really, the flattest area is like right over here. Look how flat that is. If I put it in right here, we could cut a path through the trees there. That's maybe not the worst, eh? Not the worst there. I'm saying it now. Yeah, if I put it right there, then we could come right through the trees. We'd still have room. So land not owned by me, land owned by me. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Currently not the most convenient because we got trees and stuff in the way, but we'll make that work. Here, these ones look relatively easy to move. Just get that out of the way and make some room. I got a feeling this is gonna be a long episode there, folks. Who's with me? That might not be the trigger now that I just threw it there recklessly. Huh, 201. $200? Does it have to be like $199 before I can pick it up? Yeah, $199. So if you... Oh, what the hell? So if you needed an answer to that trivia question, it's 199 kilograms. That's where you can pick things up. Okay, we got it all in there. Got 548 liters in there. I gotta get some more wood in there so we can keep making products. I think... I wonder if maybe it makes sense to just store all that, all those planks and everything, and then as we get construction projects, we can, we'll have it all. Yeah, this is gonna fill up fast, probably, no? Oh, so there's another mod that I hadn't seen in the works yet, but can I even get this in there? That's the sort of additional info for these bunker silos. It's got the little side HUD, the HUD there. Yeah, see, so let's take this. Just make a little trail through here, and then that'll be our access. And probably the only two trees I can pick up are the ones here at the beginning. I think. Lost it. It's a classic case of Butterfingers. Okay, well, I'm going to worry about that tree after. I just wanted to get it out of the way of the pickup, and it is, sort of, so that's good. So those, I believe, are somewhat modular, those pits. So I think you typically need to have two of them going, do you not? Like one that's fermenting and one that's ready to unload kind of all the time? I think that's how that works, isn't it? And always a good strategy to start picking up randomly anywhere, right? Yeah, so anyways, we'll fill that one as best we can, and then eventually put one in beside it, I guess, so that way we can alternate. I don't really have the fixings on another field anytime soon here. We got the second field we needed, and we have a ton of work to do now to get ourselves set up. We have so much available to us in wood to harvest, which will help us sort of feed our development here. So additional fields aren't necessarily of a concern. The next time that we have grass available to us that's not an additional field will really be what we plant here in the spring, obviously, because we'll definitely plant grass here right now. And I think what's going to end up happening here is, my guess is we're going to get all this picked up. Potentially that will be where we end it once we get all this into the silo. And then, I just picked up this thing. and then in the next episode we'll be putting the field in. Yeah, anyway, so that's I think what's going to happen, because I mean we definitely have been recording for an hour and 40 minutes here. That's long, and we've been through so much today. this new, it's like it's like having a new secret weapon, in that it isn't very secret, because I know there's a number of people kind of in the similar circles that you all travel, as far as the other channels you watch, are using this industrial sawmill. So you've likely already seen the power that it wields, but you've seen it first, as far as a first here on this channel anyways, in how much and what it'll actually do for us. We'll see if I can restrain myself and keep from chopping down trees in between episodes and just lining them up there at the mouth of the sawmill, ready to be just pushed into the trigger so we can load them. I'll do my best not to do anything. We'll get this stuff picked up, and then I think we'll go check to make sure that the goats have water. I believe they were at about 300 or 400 liters of goat milk as of this morning when I checked on them. So they're not there yet. They've got faces that only their mothers could love. I could say that. They're some crazy ass looking goats. Their eyes look insane. And then they start jumping around and they look even crazier. Okay, this will be interesting, pulling this thing up a hill. Okay, we're getting up that hill. It's not too bad. I shouldn't have said anything. Might have just got stuck between gears there for a second. Well, it's pulling. Obviously a stronger tractor would be good. A bigger tractor, whatever, more horsepower, but this thing's getting us up the hill. So once this silage is done, I will in no way be going after it with a shovel. We'll be getting that forge pickup, or the forge pickup, I don't even know what you call it, because it picks up everything from stones to potatoes to grass, straw, and whatever else you want to throw at it. So we'll be using that to get the silage out of the bunker here. There's a lot of things I'll suffer at in this, but I don't really want to suffer with these bunkers. And should I be trying to compact them as we go here, I wonder? Maybe not. Maybe we'll worry about that after. There's some great tools. There was a cool little tool on ModHub today that came out that is used for... that you would use to sort of flatten, I think, and distribute your grass in your bunker. So we'll probably use something like that. It's like a flattener, I guess. Is that right? All right, this is like sort of the last row and a bit here, and then we're done with the pickup. I think I put 3, if not 4 loads into the silo. That would put us... that would put us at about 100,000 liters, I think. But I'm probably overestimating that, so we'll look at that in a second here. We're just 97%. We're almost full here, and then we'll go dump this load. Or we'll get to the... well, whatever. Let's just... I don't know why I'm bothering. I bet if I can pull a U-turn here, it'll pick up enough to complete this, and then we'll just come back for the one little bit. Yeah. All right, so let's go dump this, and then we'll find out exactly how much we have. I mean, the sad thing with silage, but it's just one of those things we'll do here anyways, at $120 per 1,000 liters, I think, is the amount. Yeah, 66 now, so it'll be 89, almost 90. Yeah, at an amount of, I think, $120 per 1,000 liters, That gives us what, like 12, what's 100 times 120? 10 would be 1,200. 100 would be 12,000, so $12,000. Just run into like the only tree that I left. So it's really not there's not a ton of money to be made there, but it's also quite easy to work with if I get that sort of pickup that is in the mod hub. So it's not bad, and grass will always be something. You know, it's sort of, if the meadow grass is as powerful as it seems to be, then you know the need to feed your animals bales and everything may be a lot less than what it used to be. Let's move this over a little bit. There we go. So almost 90,000 liters in there now. Once we're done, we'll kind of landscape a little bit too. Well, let's pick this up and we'll dump the grass in there. Then maybe what we'll do is we will, we might paint out a little bit, and I know I said I wasn't going to really do anything off camera, but I may just compact it and put the tarp on it, and then when we come back in the next episode, we will be putting in the fields in this area here. I think it's going to look really good. So that'll consist of, the cultivator and making the fields at 4 meters or whatever our working width is going to be a little bit painful. Not going to lie there. And then obviously we're going to come in after that and put lime down, and then put grass seed in. So I was just thinking about something. I wonder if now that we've got the ability to sell from the lot here, and because that sawmill works so well, I wonder if maybe we just don't lease now. Maybe we just no longer have leasing available to us, and we just we could borrow money if we wanted to at some point, but maybe we only purchase. Does that make sense? Let me know what you think. By the time you see this, though, we'll likely have recorded some more episodes, so maybe leasing like crazy. But anyways, yeah, we'll have a whole bunch of field work and field prep to do in the next episode. That, it looks like we use, a quarter of our $6 in silage additives, so that's pretty good. In the end, if these trees weren't here, this could come straight across. So currently they are there, so we're going to have to deal with that, but slowly painting out the forest in gravel. So I'll have to get those trees cut down and put into the sawmill. I think the gravel down here is the one that's a little more brown, yeah. I kind of prefer this one. I just think it matches the map a little bit better. So we won't worry as much about the run out here. I can put a little bit of work into it, but in the end, once we get the field in, this will make more sense. There, okay. Well, you know what? That is painted in. That's fantastic. I've got some okay, so I did mention I wasn't going to do much off camera, but I will get these trees just off our path. I'll speak to somebody at the county and see if we can finally take care of these trees that are on the road here too. Like, getting kind of ridiculous. We're going to invest heavily into this area, and the least we could do is request decent roads. This new texture of grass or chaff, I guess. Oh, look at that. It's kind of cool. So I guess because there's really no base on this, it puts the gravel in when you drop it. I was able to paint right into it. Kind of neat. Anyways, so we'll get rid of these trees that are sitting here. We'll put those in the sawmill. I promise we won't advance anymore between now and next episode. Just take care of a couple small things. So that way when we do meet again, we are busting in some fields, which is going to be pretty cool. All of a sudden that wheat field there is going to look maybe small. I'll have to really work on a way to make it not look so small. I think it's going to be fine, because I think really the field's going to start kind of like, maybe over here or whatever, and we'll leave a run between the two fields, and yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry. It's all good. Okay, so that is episode 5, I think, here on the New Frontier. We have a lot of work to do, but I think I'm feeling pretty good about the progress we made today. Things look a little bit different already, which is good, and I think we got a lot of good stuff ahead of us. So thanks again for hanging out, guys. This will be another one of those long ones, so hopefully you're all cool with that, and I will talk to you again soon. See you later.